Sports.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action now, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
Let's go.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Play action this time with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. 2nd and 9. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action. Love to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Davis-Price once more. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Davis-Price, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proven his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL. Ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, good move. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Off the play fake, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Love once more. The short throw to Musgrave. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Ready.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the
touchdown, Packers. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Given 15 there, the Packers have a first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A rubber throw caught by Dobbs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it is 28-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A first down throw for Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Following the interception, Love.
He's got room at the 30.
And finally marked down at the 23. That one goes for 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to find their way, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Going for it all.
That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On third down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cousins now. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Another touch for Davis Price. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Davis Price diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Carlson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Davis-Price.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Completes it again to Dobbs. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about